Hey everybody, Ale Flores again here with OrlandoVacations.com. Now, we're going to talk about something that happens a lot in Florida. That's called rain. You want to go to a theme park, but it's going to be raining, so what do? Do you scrap your vacation or you brave it and you show up anyway? Well, we're going to show you how to show up anyway and still have a great time. But before we get into that, how about you take a look at that like and subscribe, that follow, all of those buttons, hit them all. Get the notifications as well, so every time we post a video helping you out, helping you plan your vacation, you get notified. All right, let's get into this. Universal Orlando Resort. You're worried about going there because it might rain. No worries, all right? We're gonna go over some tips and tricks to help you plan your day around the uncertainty depending on what parks you're going to. Okay, first off, big thing, know before you go. Once you have a date planned when you're wanting to go to the parks and it's close enough to check, look up the weather for your day. If it's supposed to rain all day and you're able to be flexible on which day you can go, try adjusting your date to one with better weather. Pretty simple. If you're unable to adjust your dates, well, we suggest keeping an eye on the weather so you can plan your day accordingly. Check the day before and the morning of your trip to see if anything changes, and try to remain flexible with plans when possible. This is a big one. Find and download any weather app that you can, preferably those with a radar. All right, weather apps will keep you up to date and let you know around what time you can expect some weather and the severity of that weather, okay? You can get any of those apps at any one of your devices, this app, any one of those, they're all over. Now, in Florida, the majority of rain showers tend to happen in the afternoon. Planning around this can help. Maybe taking a later lunch around that time it's forecasted to rain can help you save some time that would have been spent waiting the weather out. While not all restaurants require reservations, try to make a reservation around the time it's supposed to be raining when possible. Depending on the time of year, rain showers can be pretty intense. Most of our common showers tend to only last 30 to 45 minutes, so try to wait them out when possible. Quite often, guests will see the rain clouds come in and head back to their hotel rooms, so crowds will tend to dwindle after afternoon showers. We suggest checking the weather forecast during the rain and waiting at least 30 minutes before deciding if you should leave the parks. And honestly, that's when the rain apps come in. That's when your radar comes in, because you can actually look at the rain blob, the little green, yellow, or red. Red's bad, but green, it's just a little bit of rain, and it'll tell you it's gonna last 7 minutes. All right, we relax, we go grab some popcorn, sit down a little bit, and then you're ready to go. And all of these, I don't want to say suckers, but suckers, they left. They're back at the hotel and you're riding rides. So make sure you get those radar apps. All right, so Universal Studios, most rides actually remain open during the rain. The only exceptions to this are Hollywood Rip Ride Rocket, Kang and Kodo's Twirl and Hurl, and Woody Woodpecker's Nut House Coaster. Luckily, this makes things easy because there are only a couple of rides you need to knock out before the rain comes. This also means that all of the other indoor attractions are still available. So while guests will most likely flock to those, there's plenty of attractions open to help with long lines that may accumulate. Just a few of the attractions that are still open on a rainy day at Universal Studios are Transformers, the ride 3D, The Simpsons ride, Men in Black Alien Attack, Despicable Me, Minion Mayhem, Revenge of the Mummy, and Harry Potter and the Escape from Gringotts. If you end up getting caught up in the rain at Universal Studios, the best place, in our opinion, is probably going to be the Wizarding World of Harry Potter Diagon Alley. Diagon Alley has a couple of different sections designed with rain in mind to help keep guests from getting too wet. Plus, there's the Harry Potter and the Escape from Gringotts attraction. There's multiple shops and quick service dining areas, along with a quick service restaurant, the Leaky Cauldron. If guests are looking to grab some food and wait until the rain passes, that's the perfect place to do that. Leaky Cauldron offers an array of British fare along with delicious fan favorite butterbeer. So good. If you haven't tried it, now might be the perfect time. Universal Studios also has some shows if you're wanting to ride the rain out. One of our favorite shows is Universal Orlando's Horror Makeup Show. In the Horror Makeup Show, guests can see how special effects artists were able to create some of the classic horror characters you've seen on the big screen. The show features movie clips, props, and interactive demonstrations. It's a fun experience for the whole family. All right, let's talk about Islands of Adventure. We actually recommend going to Islands of Adventure first before it starts raining. Why, you may ask? Well, because most of Islands of Adventure's, the rides and the attractions, they're outdoors. So if it starts raining, they're probably going to shut it down. If you go to Islands of Adventure before it starts raining, you can still ride some of your most anticipated attractions before the weather shuts them down. Some of the rides that can close at Islands of Adventure during the rain are the Incredible Hulk Coaster, the Velocicoaster, Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure, Flight of the Hippogriff, Dr. Doom's Fearfall, Dudley Do-Right's Ripsaw Falls, and Popeye and Bluto's Bilge Rat Barges. There are so many more rides affected by inclement weather at Islands of Adventure, which is why we recommend going to the park before afternoon storms roll in if possible. While there are a lot of outdoor rides affected by the weather, there are some indoor rides at Islands of Adventure that still operate during the rain. Guests still have the option of going to Skull Island, Reign of Kong, The Amazing Adventures of Spider-Man, love that ride, The Cat in the Hat, love that ride as well, unless I've just eaten, and Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey. If you're planning on going to Islands of Adventure on a day where it might end up raining, be sure to hit the rides that will close down first. This way, you can ride the rides that are safe from the weather during the time without having to skip a beat. What? It's magical. Listen, if you're looking to spend that time while it's raining, not on a ride or one of the indoor rides, don't worry. There's 2 full-service restaurants within Islands of Adventures. We have Mythos Restaurant and Confisco Grill. Mythos Restaurant has been rated consistently as the best theme park restaurant in the world. Not just Orlando, the world, by Theme Park Insider, an award not given lightly. Perhaps if you're getting washed out at the parks, this might be the next best thing. After you're done eating at Mythos, if it's still raining, you can hop on over to Poseidons Fury, an indoor show where an archaeologist guides guests through the ruins of the ancient temple of Poseidon, Volcano Bay. Some of you may be sitting there going, okay, if it's raining, you can't go to Volcano Bay. Hello, there's water everywhere. Wrong. You would be wrong. Depending on the severity of the weather you're experiencing, Volcano Bay may be a good option on a rainy day. A little bit of rain here and there won't cause any damage at the parks. Plus, you're already going to get wet anyway, so what's the big deal? However, if lightning strikes, all rides will be shut down for safety reasons until it is safe to get back in the water. So keep that in mind. Safe to get back in the water. It's Universal. They had Jaws. I get it. If the date you're looking to go to Volcano Bay happens to be one where there's intense storms projected, you might want to consider rescheduling that day. Wow, if it starts storming, guests are required to get out of the water and all rides will temporarily be shut down until weather passes. Doesn't mean you're out of luck though. Guests can still dine or shop as they wait for weather to pass, but be mindful that sheltered seating is limited in the dining areas. Some places guests can dine are Waka Wai Eats and Kahola Reef Restaurant and Social Club. Volcano Bay also has 2 full bars in case you're wanting to have a drink while waiting for the rain to pass. I mean, honestly, nothing is going to make you feel better about it being raining than having a couple of drinks. You can do that at Dancing Dragons Boat Bar and Kanuku Boat Bar. Here, guests can have delicious specialty drinks crafted to bring you one step closer to the oasis. Okay, now, what should you pack? A raincoat. Always bring a raincoat. That can help you keep dry throughout the entire day in case you can't find shelter. If you can't find shelter and you do get a little bit wet, fast drying clothing is the way to go. Something light so that if it gets wet, it dries quickly and you're not uncomfortable for the rest of the day. Now here's something a lot of people overlook. Waterproof or water-resistant shoes. Very important. If you get caught in the rain here at Universal Studios, you're gonna get wet. Now, sometimes up here it gets to dry off, but your feet are soaked. Your socks get soaked, your shoes are soaked. Now you're walking around with thick socks. You end up with blisters. It's not a fun day. And here's another one. If you're going to Volcano Bay, get those water shoes that are perfect when you go boating or anything like that. Bring those along with you. They're super light and they're super easy to wear. Ponchos and umbrellas, they are a must, okay? Make sure you're bringing your ponchos. If you forget a poncho, don't worry. They've got them at like every kiosk in the parks because they know it's gonna rain at some point. Umbrellas, my advice is not to bring one of those huge, super big umbrellas. There's gonna be a lot of people around you. You don't wanna end up getting hit in the eye. So bring a nice sized umbrella, but nothing's too major, okay? Sandwich bags, ooh, this is a big one. Some of you may be going, why do I need a sandwich bag? I'm not bringing sandwiches. And some of you going, yeah, I'm bringing sandwiches. It's not for sandwiches. Here's the thing, it's for your cell phone. What? Yeah, if it's gonna rain and rain hard, you're gonna wanna make sure that your cell phone is protected. Sandwich bags are perfect. If you got the kids, you wanna bring a big gallon Ziploc bag to cover up your iPad, because I know a lot of them are sitting there watching movies while we're in line. So sandwich bags, Ziploc bags are perfect for that. Now, if you're looking for more tips and tricks for your next Orlando vacation or need help planning, be sure to check out our website at orlandovacation.com, where we offer the best discounted prices and have a variety of blogs to help you make the most out of your Orlando vacation. All right, we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.